Hello, how you doing today? How are you? This is Teodoro. Teodoro, how are you guys? Today is Monday, and I'm gonna talk to you about a few things that happened last week, and I think that's very interesting for you. Please subscribe to my channels. Subscribe. You have to subscribe because and click the bell. Why? Because every time I post a video, it will be about everything what I do, okay, and especially so you know what can happen with insurance, no, because everything's changed. So, do you know how to read insurance? Do you know what happened with insurance? Send you different documents that you have to sign. If you buy a new house, what do you need? No, if they call you because they need these documents, there's so many things that happens right now. A good thing is there's a new company they coming to Florida. Insurance companies they coming to Florida. Okay, so we can have different options where to go and how to pick a different insurance. The first thing you have to find out, guys, is you have to have if you own and you live in the house, you have to have HO3. HO3 is homeowner, so it's when you live there. Okay. Because sometimes you call insurance and the insurance will tell you, okay, we have this, we have that, but normally they don't explain you. I do a free home inspections. I work on Florida. Okay, I'm a public adjuster for the last 5 to 6 years already. I dealing with all kind of insurance. There's good things about that. Okay, that the insurance that we have a new more insurance coming in. That's a good thing about that because you can have another insurance. You can go call for different estimates, you know. But remember, when you call for an estimate, you have to make sure what you're going to tell them. Okay. Remember, I know sometimes you call for something a little bit more, you know, to pay less and less expensive. But at the end, you can pay less. But if we have a hurricane and we have a hailstorm, okay, soon it happens. Soon will be happening because we are almost there to the storms. You know, in June, this June, in 1 month, the hurricane season. So make sure what kind of policy that you have. Okay, because right now everything is changing. So make sure what kind of policy you have because you don't want to be right there on the spot that something happened, and then you call insurance and insurance, you try to get the policy and you don't know where's the policy because policy is 100% what you're going to need on the top of your desk, just in case, especially for this season that coming soon. So I've been working the last 5 years. I've been in different hurricanes, okay, and I noticed that everything is changing a lot. Rules, laws, because we're in Florida. We're in Florida and we have so many hurricanes coming next year, coming this year. So every year. Why? Because we're in Florida, because it's too hot. So I just want to explain you something real quick. I was with a client last week, no? Because he is going to renew his policy. So the insurance called and telling, hey, we need inspection. We need they call it 4-wind inspection. It means that you need to get someone to inspect your roof. They have to go to your roof, they have to check, you have to touch, you have to check the shingles. So if you assume that your roof is good, is fine, you have to be careful because this client bought the house in January, a few months ago. And the insurance already asked them again. Well, no again, sorry. First time, 4-wind inspection on the house. So the 4-wind inspection includes the roof, which is 100% mandatory. Right now, all insurance, guys, they're going to ask you for that 4-wind inspection. Okay, even if your roof is new. For them to be new, it has to be at least 1 year. Okay. So 4-wind inspection is a document that you get from someone that go to your house, inspect your roof, do a file, put everything together in a file, photos, information. So the file that you're gonna receive from this company, okay, you have to send that to the insurance. They call it like this. You see here, four-wheel inspection. Okay, this is a four-wheel inspection. Okay, they talk about everything. How is your house inside, outside, roof. Okay, it's like a 4 pages. Roof. How is the bathroom, kitchen? Okay, how is the bathroom, kitchen? Any leaks, any problem before, all of that. Okay, it will be detailed here. Four-wheel inspection, that's mandatory now. Every time your insurance are gonna be renewed, they're gonna ask you for this. You know what is the problem that this client has? That he purchased a house in January, and the Hurricane Milton was in October. So the Hurricane Milton was October 2024, like 3 months before he purchased the house. So now I found out that when I went to his house to inspect, because remember, I do a free home inspection, all Florida. Put your comments, please. Put your comments there to see, to find out if that's fine, the way that I talk to you, if you can understand very well what I'm saying. Okay. Otherwise, we have another topic, maybe a podcast. I want to do a nice podcast. I'm trying to do a podcast with my daughter. Just to talk different things, nothing to do with insurance, because that's nothing to do with her. But just subscribe to my channels and put comments, because in the comments when you put, just tell me what you want to know about insurance. Email me in the comment is very crucial. Okay, so this guy, his insurance asking for the four-wheel inspection. The four-wheel inspection is a document, okay, that you are going to require when you are going to renew your policy. You have to get this company, they go to your house, they inspect your house, they're going to do a walk around your roof, touch your roof. And imagine that, this client he didn't own the house, but the Hurricane Milton, okay, but look like the other people that were living in that house, they have some issues with the hurricane, so they never claimed. So the roof was damaged. So now he is in a big situation. Why? Because he purchased the house in a rush, because they want the house, and he didn't find out, maybe nobody told him about the condition of the roof, or maybe the condition for them was good. Finally he got some kind of insurance, but at the end they asking for a four-wheel inspection. Now he's nothing we can do with him. The only thing he can do is just get a new roof. He has to get a new roof, and he has to spend money from his pocket. We are talking about an extra 10,000, 12, 15,000, But I think that's not fair. It's not the insurance fault, because look like they inspect the roof before, okay, but now they want to a four-wheel inspection sheet. This sheet over here, okay, four-wheel inspection. So he has to send this to the insurance. So when insurance notice that his roof is in a bad shape, they're going to tell him right there, you know what, you have to get a new roof. So the situation is the next one. Now what? So he has to spend an extra maybe 15,000, 12,000 for his roof. Okay? So to get a new roof. A good thing when you get a new roof, you are going to have better premium. Okay, your premium is going to be a lot better, because that's what the insurance want. They want a new roof. They don't want to patch the roof. They don't want people that they patch the roof, because not a new roof. Because you can have your roof 10 years, 20 years, and you patch it. That's not a new roof. We have another storm coming in soon, and the shingles go away again. That's why the insurance asks for a new roof. Remember, in your policy, if you own the house and you live there, you should have the HO3. Okay, that pays most of the damage that you will have by a hurricane. But you have to look the form. You have to check, you have to read. I know we don't have time. People is working, doing another thing. But when you got the policy and the insurance tell you, hey, there's a policy piece, you have to read it, you have to see everything is fine. But we never do that because we don't have time. You know when we do that? When we have the problem. Yes. When we have the problem is when all the damage that we try to fix, we can't. Because you have the wrong policy, you don't know the form code, and your what? Your deductible. Your deductible is too high. You know the hurricane deductible? Okay, just make sure, because normally it's about 2%. But sometimes we call to the insurance to ask for a less expensive insurance, and instead of give you 2%, they give you 5 or they give you 10. So if you have 10% or if you have 5%, imagine you have a three-bedroom house. Okay, let's say 1,500, 1,800 square feet. Your roof is about, maybe an example. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not expert on roof. Okay, but let's say your roof is about an example. Let's say 12,000. So let's say your deductible is 5%. Okay, so 10% of 12 is okay. It's gonna be the amount of money. Okay, that you should pay for the dwelling. Let's say your dwelling, okay, where is the house? The 10% of that is your deductible for hurricane. Let's say your dwelling in your house is 200,000. Okay, so you have 10% of 200,000 is 20,000. You have the 5%, so you have 10,000 deductible for the hurricane. Imagine that, 10,000. So your roof is 12,000, let's say 15,000, and you have 10,000 for hurricane deductible, so you have 5,000. And then the year of the roof, let's say you buy a house like this client, he bought a house, used house, 1980s, so the roof maybe, I think, if I don't make a mistake, the roof have 4 or 5 years. So what about depreciation? So if you have a hurricane, you will get 0, and you're paying your insurance. That's things that you have to look. That's the thing that you have to watch. You have to look what's going on. You have to look the policy. The forward inspection is very important. Okay, and another thing here, I think I showed you this before. This is the year of the roof. So if your roof, if you can see here, I think it's 10 here, right? Let me see. Yes. This is 10 years. This is 20 years. This is the roof years. And this is the kind of roof you have, shingle. If you go to 10 years, they will pay you, okay, they will pay you about 60%. Okay, about 60% of your roof. So if your roof is 12,000, 50% is 6,000. 60%, let's say 7. So you will get about maybe 7,000 for your roof. Okay, it's an estimate. It depends how they see your roof, no? Because they can say the roof is worth less. So now it's a big problem because you will get 0. Yeah, you will get 0, or maybe deny, because they can say that you have a wear interior. So it means your roof is being like that, you purchase a house like that. That's why public adjuster, I know I have people that tell me why I need public adjuster. Because if I catch this before you buy the house, or if I catch this before you have the forward inspection, I will tell you what to do. Okay? But we as a people, we don't know. I have a few clients that they didn't know what is a public adjuster. So we are a public adjuster from the homeowners. Remember, guys, when you call to insurance to open a claim or to report a claim, they will send their field adjuster. The field adjuster is like a public adjuster, but the field adjuster is the adjuster from insurance side. Okay, he comes to your house to inspect your house. The public adjuster come to your house, if you hire, remember Teodoro, okay, put comments and subscribe to my channels. Okay? But this is very important. Watch this. So the field adjuster comes to look your house. Okay? Let's say you don't have nobody in your side. So the field adjuster is going to come. They're going to start asking questions. When that happened, how that happened, how much water do you see, where's the water coming from. Sometimes we as a client, as a people, homeowners, we don't know what to say. And you don't want to say something. Maybe you say something that you think is good, but maybe it's not. So, and then they record everything. So that's why you need someone behind you. You need someone to help you. Okay, and remember, the only way you can open a claim in Florida by law is you directly to insurance, you with an attorney, or with a public adjuster. Okay, by law. Okay, just go to Google it. Everything is in your fingerprint. Everything is there. So that's what I say. So this client now has to get his roof by himself. He has to spend about $12,000 on the top of the price of the house. So that's why when you buy a house, make sure the roof, make sure how the roof it is, but make sure you see it, because I know sometimes they want to push you to the sale, okay, and they tell, oh yeah, the roof is that, this, but you didn't see in the paper, right? You have to see in the document, because if you don't do that, then you're going to have this kind of situation like this client. Then he's stuck. He has to spend more than $10,000 in his roof. And guess what? If you don't have your roof, nobody's going to insure you, because his roof is about 5 years, if I made a mistake. So that's what happened. 4-week inspection form. Insurance are doing that, and that it's okay. They want to just make sure that your roof is in a good condition, which is good. But the problem is, you think it's in a good condition, but when they receive the documents, your roof is damaged. And you never notice. Why? Because you never been in the roof. So you have to be on the top of this. We are going to be in June soon, May. June 1st, we have the hurricane season. So winds, storms, almost every week. So we are gonna start getting water. So make sure your roof, the people that they don't have the roof yet, you still have time to open a claim for the Hurricane Milton that was October last year. Okay? You still have time. So I suggest you look for a public adjuster. Okay, call me or send me an email or a comment, and I can go to your house, inspect your house. If your house is fine, it's good. It's good for you because right? It's good to know that your house is fine. I do a free home inspections everywhere, all the time. So this is what happened. In a few more months, we are going to have the storms coming in. We're going to have the hurricane. Maybe they say we will be. So last year we were kind of lucky. We have a Milton. But Milton was in Orlando, a few parts of Orlando, like the wind speed was like maybe, I think it was on the 70, almost 80 miles, which is enough to open a claim if you have damage in your roof. It's enough. So remember this, you still have time. You still have time to open a claim if you have damage in your roof. Okay? That's why it's better you do with a public adjuster. Why? Because we know. We go, hey guys, let me tell you, our training is not easy. We train very hard to get the license, which is the 320. Remember, 320 is the public adjuster, the license that I have now. Because there is another license, which is the 620. With the 320, okay, you have to do a test on Florida department, which is kind of hard. It's like when you're getting a realtor license, the same thing. You have to study, you have books, whatever. But we studied for that. We got trained for that. Okay? And we are in your side. For the clients, we are in your side. Look at what happened on the news. The news is everywhere. Look what happened in Florida. What's going on with insurance? a good thing is we have new companies coming, which is good, but you have to read the policy that you're getting from them. You have to know what kind of policy do you have, because we as a people call and they, hey, you have something less expensive, and they give you something expensive, but you don't know where you get into unless you know, and make sure your roof is fine. Which the only way you can do that is a public adjuster or a roofing company. They can check your roof as well, but they don't have they can open a claim. Only public adjusters can open a claim in Florida. Attorney, you with attorney or you with your own insurance. Okay, that's what happened. So I'm gonna show you this photo because I have this client. I was talking to him outside his house, and I told him, "Hey, your roof is damaged. Did you talk to insurance?" Okay, the client said, "Oh, my roof is fine. It's okay. There's no problem with my roof." Okay, so I told him, if you step over here, if you allow me, less than 5 minutes, I can go to your roof and check your roof and show you, and I'm leaving. He said, "Okay, just do it." So he was standing there, look at what I'm doing. So you see this photo? Okay. All this I marked on purpose. This is wind damage. Okay, wind damage. This one over here is wind damage. So wind damage, okay, look at this. You see this? Shingles are bad here, the same as here. But he didn't see here. You have to be on the top of the roof in order to see this, because from the street you cannot see this. Okay, I'm glad, and I always tell my clients, please stay over there outside so you can see what I'm doing. So I went to his house. He allowed me to go to the roof. Okay, and I was checking the roof. So I took some photos and I showed him, hey, look, your roof is damaged and your roof is old. And this damage is because Hurricane Milton. This is another client, okay? Hurricane Milton. So sooner or later, you have to make sure what you're going to do. Because if you can claim your roof for damage for the Hurricane Milton, okay, just do it. Why? Because sooner or later, you have to get a new roof. This year, next year, there's no another insurance is going to allow you to have this kind of roof. Okay, and then this roof, at the same time, this roof has 5 years. Remember the roof years, the sheet. So this roof have, let's say 5 years. Let's say an example. I think is they pay you 60, but let's say they pay you 50% of this roof minus your deductible. So this roof, let's say, is about $12,000. Your deductible, your depreciation, 5 years, 50%, $6,000. You know how much is his deductible? $6,000. So in a few words, he get zero. Let me take my tea. This is our Peruvian tea. This one, good. Delicious. I love tea. But anyway, so this is what happened now. This client, okay, I understand that he told me that he don't want to open a claim because then the insurance is going to go up. But listen, if you can, okay, and your roof is damaged, do what the insurance says on the policy. You have 48 hours, 72 hours, 24 hours to open a claim, to claim the damage. So how you find out? You're never going to find out this. You know why? Because you're never going to go to the roof. Okay? You cannot go to the roof. It's dangerous. If you go, just be careful. don't do that. Okay, you have to have, especially if shoes, especially clothes to do this. So this is what happened. This roof is damaged. Okay, and the Hurricane Milton was last year. So he told me he's gonna let me know in a few more days. It's up to him. It's up to him because he's living here for years. He has insurance for years. Okay, so why you have insurance then? That's my question. Why you have insurance if you don't wanna open a claim when you need to? You know, this roof is damaged. I'm not saying that the roof is good. The roof is not good because instead of that you have flappy shingles. So if we have another storm, these shingles, I'm very sure the shingles gonna go away. The water come through the shingles. This is the shingles. Water come to there, start going down, start leaking. There's a leak there. So maybe it's leaking, but he didn't know because he never walked his house looking the ceiling with a white light. Public adjuster, my name is Teodoro. Put comments, please, because the comment will help me to see which way to go. This is the situation with this client. This is the situation with the roof here, with the years of the roof. Okay, now let me tell you, if your roof is more than 5 years, it's difficult now that you're gonna get paid. Because if you have your roof that is more than 5 years, and let's assume the insurance pay you 50%, okay, but I don't think so they pay you 50%. I'm gonna use my lupa. So 60%. They pay you 60%, 10 years. So if your roof, an example, your roof is 15,000, let's say 20,000, right? Let's say your roof is 20,000. 10% is 10%, is 10,000. Okay? So let's say they pay you 11,000 for your roof. So now, watch this. Watch this. What about your deductible? So you have your depreciation of the roof that you're getting paid 6,000 from 20,000, you're getting paid 6,000. Okay? No, sorry. Your roof is 20,000. You get it. No, so yes, you're getting paid. If your roof is 20,000, 50% is 10,000, but they pay you 60. So let's say you get paid 11,000. All right. So you get paid. Let's an example. Let's say you get paid 11,000. I never been good in math. You can know. Okay. I never been a good student. Just pass. But now I'm here. The test that I did to get my license was tough, but I finally get it. But anyway, so you're gonna get paid 11,000, okay? But your roof is not 11,000. Your roof is 15, 20,000. But anyway, so 11,000. What about your deductible for the hurricane? Let's say your deductible is normally 2%. Let's say your deductible is 7,000. So let's put nice. Let's put something nice. Let's say 5,000. So 5,000 minus 11, you're gonna get paid 6,000. And you know how much is your roof, right? Okay, your roof is about 15,000 maybe. So how you gonna get the rest of the money? If you have the money, just pay, you know. So then why we have insurance? Why? Do you think you are covered? Do you think you have enough coverage for you and your family, your house? Read the policy, please. Read your policy. Read the policy, and if you own the house and you live there, you have to have HO3. We are coming. May is coming, and then watch the news what they say about the hurricanes, the storms that we're gonna have. If you are not ready and you don't have the policy in your hands, hopefully we don't have any hurricane this direction. Okay, but you have to be on the top of this. because the insurance send you the documents already. They send you the document. Just read it, to know where you at. If you don't understand, Google it. Look the words, or just put comments in or text me. My name is Teodoro. I am a Palica Chaster, and let me tell you, I'm dealing with so many. Right now, there is a lot clients for the Hurricane Milton. They still have the TARP. They didn't get paid. And most of them, they have attorneys. We don't want attorneys, people. We don't want attorneys. We don't want to include attorneys. So, because attorney is it's hard for the clients. It's hard for them, it's hard for us, more headaches. They have to pay more now because with the law, a new law that we have about that too. I think I explained you that before. So just be on the top of your policy. Okay, be on the top of your policy, because if you are not on the top, make sure you have enough money to put on your roof. Because these people that they're fighting because the Hurricane Milton and they don't have the new roof yet, they still fighting with the people with insurance. And that's not fair. They have blue tarp, okay, the plastic on the roof, and they didn't have the money yet. And we are at 1 month. Okay? My name is Teodoro. I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay? And this week I have more other roof to see. Okay? Other people to see. And just let me know. Put a comment in there and let me know what you think. God bless you. You have a great day. And I see you next time.